final countdown. It flashed on our new tech.
All right.
Are you not hearing me?
Well, I'm hearing you now. All right. So Billy Morris and Todd Chase on. We're back, and it is. I can wear these glasses. Dude. I hate these glasses.
I can't see.
We're back. It's the Smokin Talk and Roll video podcast here at the lovely audio-based studios. Todd and I are co-owners of the Smokin Rock and Roll food truck. That's the name Smokin Talk and Roll. How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing good,
We've
buddy.
been gone for a few weeks. How was your holidays?
My holidays were epic. And
Epic.
great. Yeah, epic, man. I
Good.
spent time with the family. We made food for all of our local residents. I got some cool gifts. I got new seat covers for my truck.
Nice. Todd has a very nice truck, by the way.
It's a 2002.
It's nice for 2002.
For an 02 F-150, it's killing.
All right. Well, my holidays were great. It's all about the kids for me, and bought them a couple cool gifts. I bought them a 3D printer, and see, I don't like this setup. I want to talk to you, Todd. All right.
Right. So I need to put your camera here.
No, we're good.
I mean, we're gonna work on it.
We're working on a new setup. I bought a 3D printer for the kids. It's an Ender 3, and we started printing these great little animals and boats. And I'm in the middle of a bird feeder now. It's the first print that I'm doing that has multiple pieces. Like everything else we did, these little statues you just turned on and get all set up in prints. But now this has got 5 different prints.
Can we get a 3D food truck?
We probably could. Yeah.
No, I mean full size. It's going to be a lot of
little machine.
It's going to be a lot of resin.
And then I also actually it's filament.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't own the fucking thing.
2 minutes in and there's 55 F-bombs already. We're talking kid Christmas gift and you're throwing out F-bombs.
Fucking course I am.
Oh my. What else? And then I bought the guys a food dehydrator. So we're making beef jerky.
I had some beef jerky today.
Good, right?
It was pretty good. It literally looked like you took a top round
I took a top round.
and you carved it like center cut.
Well, you want to cut it. I did real thin pieces the first time.
How do they get the strips when they do
They just cut it that way.
Jackal's beef jerky or whatever?
Yeah, there's certain cuts of meat. And I'm learning. We've done like 3 different, beefs. I spent like $60 in beef, but it's fun. The kids like it. Apples with cinnamon sugar on it. And then,
nothing was fire though. I was really expecting when I came over today because you and I and Chris Aiken looked up today to try all this new technology we're playing around with today.
Our producer, Chris Aiken.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Yay.
You're all right for the most part.
Yeah, so it's fun. And then the kids got all their Christmas stuff and all their clothes and tights and like
tights?
It's a different tights. The kids wear tights with shorts, like athletic tights. They do. I said to my middle boy, I'm like, Tanner, why do they call those things tights? Duh, Dad, because they're tight.
So you're wearing a Spanga?
It's like
You do.
I do.
So
Speaking of
you've got man tights.
I got man tights. I wear an athletic, workout. What do you wear workout?
You're looking at it.
So, it's a great holiday. And then our band, Billy Morris and Sunset Strip, we play annual Mashaw's Christmas New Year's Eve party at Mashaw's Party Center in Strongsville. It's a pretty cool thing. Our band plays in one room. Other bands play in different, walk around and check out different bands in different rooms. They have a buffet. Part about it. It's BYOB. So the way I describe it is at 8 o'clock, you got these guys walking in with their cooler. At 1 o'clock in the morning, you got guys carrying wipes out because they're passed out. Think about it. You go to a bar, you order a drink, you drink it, get in line. At this place, you bring your own booze in and you put the bottle on the table. So you drink one, immediately drink it. By the end of the night, you drink a whole bottle of booze. Which I did.
Waiting, you did not.
No, I know.
You were working.
I was working, but there's no way I'm driving out of that place with a bunch of drinks in me because, who wants to get pulled over on New Year's Eve? That's when they're looking. But it is not New Year's Eve. So I'm going to crack one for everybody. This is courtesy of Ann Callahan. Hey, man.
From Callahan Real Estate.
Callahan Real Estate.
Cha-ching! Should be a sponsor. And hello, only $40,000 per.
That's easy.
Is it?
From the Smokin Rock and Roll food truck.
We are.
Let's just go over the food truck. So everybody out there listening and watching and everything, the food trucks are parked for the winter.
For the most part, we just did a job on Saturday.
did a female boxing event.
It's
Pretty awesome.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. These weren't this boxing. This is like Cleveland Police Athletic League, and these girls were from all over, and they came to box and brawl and fight. It was exciting. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put money on Jen Krause, but some of those chicks.
All right, so if you know Smokin' Rock and Roll, we have our number one longest time worker, Jen Krause. She works for us, and she literally works out every day. And she's got big guns. She's strong.
She's strapped.
And she's tough.
Yeah.
So I said to Jen, I said, what would your technique be? And I knew what she'd say. She would just go right in and try to get the boxer down on the ground to grapple and wrestle. Right. That would be her.
I wish I had that video from her taking Henry down at the Nieder's house.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
All right, so Jen is very strong, and we love her and everything. But she challenged me to a little wrestling match here, and I felt like I took her down, but I had to let up because she's a girl. It's like the little sister, and when I went in, my hand went right on her chest. I was like, I cannot do this. Kind of ruined.
Did you have to give up? I mean, she's got to be strong.
She's strong, but listen, I got old man strength, old man wisdom. Ain't happening.
Right.
Ain't happening. So it's the first Smokin' Talk and Roll show of the new year, 2023.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year, everybody!
To everybody that's tuning in. We're coming to you live from Australia. If you can't tell from the background, Billy's in Sydney and I'm in Melbourne.
And it's just a little prelude to we're going next week. Where are we going? Todd, where's the band Tuff going?
Well, I'm not sure where you're going because you still.
Where's my band Tuff going?
Your bass player,
Lance,
is motherfucker, is flying to LA on Thursday.
Yeah.
Tuff is going. The best part is Tuff. You and me. See how I give you confidence,
buddy?
Fuck off. We're going to LA next week. Thursday is when I'm going. I hope you're on the same flight or the same day. Yeah. Either way. And then we're in LA for a few days for some rehearsals. I think there's going to be a
Are you going to take me out for like an authentic LA meal?
No, I want nothing to do with you. But no, I mean, we're going to be in chats. I think we're going to be hanging out at Michael Lean / Ramondo, who's the original drummer of Tuff. He's got a bunch of restaurants out in that area.
Are I get to meet the guy finally?
I think so.
I hope so.
But he's got Old New York deli or
like a bagel shop.
But no, it's like the deli joint that was on Dana. We went there all the time. The deli place on Ventura Boulevard, where everybody went. Rockstar deli place, massive. It's going to come to you. Google it. We'll come back to it. But it's a nice place. I mean, wine, beer, dinners, lunch, breakfast, dinner, all that stuff. So the rumor is, or me and Steve were trying to line it up to where our hotels or whatever we're going to be by Michael's restaurants so that we could go there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which would be great. Yeah. And I'm excited to jump on the line and see what happens.
You know where I want to go though? I really want to go back, and I know it's a tourist thing. You're probably going to laugh at me, but I want to go to Pink's Hot Dogs.
Fuck, I want to go to the Rainbow and have a pizza.
I'd like to. It's chicken soup.
Chicken soup.
You ever have chicken soup at the Rainbow?
No. Whenever I went, I was like, because somebody else was always buying. I took the lobster tail. I'd be like, I'll take lobster tail.
They have a really cool chicken soup. So, yeah. Actually, I just watched the Sunset Strip Rainbow documentary on Faceflix, Netscape, whatever it was. And they mentioned the food at the Rainbow, and somebody did mention, hey, if you're not feeling good, go down there and get a bowl of chicken soup. And I've had the chicken soup. It's good. But they're known for their pizza, and they're known for Lemmy. There's a statue of Lemmy in there.
I think there's a Lemmy zone.
Lemmy, like his seat is there in his video games.
Right, but there's a section of the bar that like the Lemmy zone or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We haven't been there, and I would love to go there. It's a minute from Chatsworth or Woodland Hills where we're gonna be staying. But that's what Uber's for, right?
Hey, okay. So, like I said, we've got a new system here. So, Todd, talk to everybody. Tell them a little more about our trip, and I'm going to try to figure this out. So, go talk.
Right. Well, I'm talking. Don't fucking tell me what to do. I'll read your as he puts on his old man glasses. Those are sexy rims, by the way, pal. I know. Anyways, we have new tech, and Billy's trying to figure it out. But I believe going across the bottom of our screen are things you can click on, Chris, right? And that allows you to call us. It could be a FaceTime thing or a webcam thing or not. You have an option to turn it off and on. But if you want to call us, hit one of those things and we can talk. We are getting ready to go to Los Angeles in preparation to go to Australia, which is the landscape behind Billy and I. We're not really there yet, but we're about to be. And it's going to be awesome. Headlining is Bachelor Pussycat.
Wednesday 13.
Wednesday 13. Enough's Enough. Eclipse. Pretty Boy Floyd. And some other kick-ass bands from Australia that I'm sure we're going to be embarrassed if we don't even see how they put us to task. When we get to town, they rock our ass. I'm excited to see what's going on.
Yeah, and we're excited. I've never been to Australia, and Todd and I are so we're going to be able to check out, authentic Australian cuisine, drink the authentic Australian favorite beer, which you said was?
It's a crisp, and I got to pull it up. And if anybody from Australia is watching and you want to chime in, and I just got a beep. I'm not sure what that beep was through my headphones. If that's like a call.
I'm watching.
Oh, I see private chat. Is that what I got?
You can click on chat there. Go to chat.
Oh, okay.
Right there. Click on that. And then the chat will
There's a thing there. Jeremy Dyer. People texting. I see what's going on. Jeremy, suck it.
So they got to go to the you have to go to get on, right?
Correct.
Yes. So go to that.
Oh boy, Dartman, Draft Man. Birthday. To call in, yes or no? Merle. I don't know. We're trying out.
Click on that.
Click on the link on the bottom. Hey, look at this guy.
Hey, look at this guy.
Who unlocked the front door?
It's been unlocked.
I'm joking.
Sean, sit down. We're doing a show.
You're making me nervous, bro. So we are getting ready to go to Australia. We have rehearsals in LA. Going to be great. We were talking about doing what we did here at Smokin Rock and Roll, which was a storyteller thing.
Right.
But it's just we have a small window to perfect our craft. Is that
So
what
we're
it is? It's tough craft.
We'll go through the steps every day and get ready, and we're gonna represent, and we're gonna wield heavy metal in. There's no doubt we're gonna bring it.
And then we're gonna go back to California. Are you staying or not staying?
I am not staying.
Is Leah coming out in advance? You're not on it.
That's what I want to happen, but we're trying to.
So when I come back, Dan is going to meet me in LA, and then we're going to stay in LA for a handful of days, visit some family. Then we're going to go to Phoenix, see some more family, and then come back here, take a nap, and then it's back to Smokin Rock and Roll. 2023, year 8, maybe year 9. I can never remember. I'm not good on the years, but it's a lot of years. OG food truck, bro.
OG food truck.
All right, so the sports betting.
We're
in Cleveland.
Over to sports betting.
Yeah, we're going to change gears. Have you done it? Do you know anything about it?
Okay, so let's talk about this. If you're watching the shows, sports betting, online gambling became legal in the state of Ohio on January 1st. So every single sports book has an app out there. DraftKings, Sportsbook, Money Taker, Money Grabber. I don't know all the names of them, but Todd recommended that I sign up on DraftKings, so I did.
Yeah.
So I thought that I had to deposit some money, which you said I only had to put in like $10 or something.
$10.
Well, you know me, I went in big, $200, and then
But you can still withdraw. You don't have to bet the $200.
I know I could pull it out. So I did my first bet, but you also $200 in free bets, $25 bets.
It depends on where you're going, but yes, you'll get free bets.
So I figured, well, to get those bets, you have to bet them down. And I was going to bet the Steelers over the Browns because I just knew the history. I knew what was going to happen. My son's like, no way, Dad, don't do that. The Browns are going to win today. I'm like, well, maybe they'll. I didn't do that, so I missed out on winning that bet. Because everybody knows me. I love the Browns, but they were. I
bet them to win.
Did you bet them to win?
I bet them to win parlay. So I bet Browns to win, Deshaun Watson to score a touchdown himself, and Chubb to score a touchdown.
And got one.
Chubb scored it, but not by running. He caught a pass.
Oh, you he had to be a running.
It was an anytime touchdown, but then of course I lost the other two. Kind of like Joe Wood.
Yeah, I didn't bet that, so I didn't get to lose that, or I would have bet Pittsburgh. It's just the history. I thought, well, I'm going to do another bet, so I decided to bet Green Bay over Detroit. And I was thinking to myself, Aaron Rodgers, it's in Lambeau Field. It's going to be cold. Detroit's an indoor team. The history of Green Bay Field, Aaron Rodgers. There's no way Detroit goes up there in Green Bay. And they did. And I lost $50, but it's okay.
$50 cash or $50 free bet?
Well, I put in $250, but I did win. I won the $25. See, that's what these sports apps need.
Oh, it's a fish hook designed to create a gambling problem.
You can bet up to $25, and you'll win if Cincinnati will score 1 point.
That's that. Yeah, the max bet is 50 on that, so you're going to win 50. Yeah. And that's like that Ohio special bet.
Yeah, that's
which
when
they hook you in. So I just won $50. Any fucking dumbass would have won that fucking bet.
Right. So that's where I'm at. I guess I got to go home and play some bets before my free bets expire.
I played all my expiration bets yesterday. So my goal when I went in, because they had all these free bets, you sign up $200, sign up $200 of free bets. I did all of that. I spent $30 across 3 apps, and I walked out at $250.
Good for
and
you.
I cashed them all out.
And you're done.
Deleted my accounts, log out.
I've never been a gambler guy. Whenever I go into a casino, like Vegas or anything, I say, all right, $20. I'll go in and I'll put it back. If I win, I keep going. If I lost that $20, I'm done.
Yeah. Then where do you go in Vegas?
I don't know. What was the bar to play in Las Vegas?
Banff. Oh, well, Banff is where it is now.
Why are we playing there?
I don't know. You'd have to ask boss man.
All right.
He's probably what?
I'll find Michael Dean when I.
Yeah. There were of us in Quiet Riot doing something in Vegas. I just don't know how, all the intricacies of the booking process for Tuff. He handles all the bookings, and Billy does the rest of it.
Former member of Quiet Riot
here. Yeah. Why couldn't you get us that gig, bro?
I don't know. All right. You guys is voices keep crackling.
You guys is voices keep crackling. Who's Frank? Jabal. Well,
let's get a copy of the stream, guys.
Well, no, and we're probably not talking directly into our mics because we are fucking around with new tech. So is this better? I'm talking like
I don't
this.
think it's that. I think it could be a bad internet connection.
Or bad cables at Audio Bay? No.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me, too. No way there could be a bad cable at Audio Bay. That's not possible. In Bay Village.
There is very possible.
The premier recording studio.
Happens to be that many bad cables.
So not today.
What do you say, producer Chris? What do you think?
I think your laptop's not strong enough.
My laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that John saying it's a little cheat of a stream. Well, we're not here to tech you guys, so fuck off.
She's brutal, dude.
Have I ever not been brutal?
You've always been brutal.
I've always been brutal. Big angry. I'm the Roy Kent of the Smokin Talk and Roll podcast. You've watched Ted Lasso, my new favorite show, Apple Plus. If you haven't watched it, it's great. Absolutely great.
I did try to watch stupid.
You would think it's stupid.
All right. So, do you want to go over to TV shows? See what
Let's move.
All right. So obviously, everyone's favorite, Yellowstone.
It is a very popular show.
First off, I'm up to date on Yellowstone, and I won't give anything away, but I was a little disappointed.
They're all dead.
I was a little disappointed in the mid-season finale. It wasn't as violent. I thought it was going to go down.
Yeah, no.
Although she hit in the face with a brick, which is
well, Beth's been the most violent of the whole season.
Do you think what's Jamie's what's older son's name, the attorney?
Jamie.
Jamie. Do you think that Beth and his fling are going to go at it someday?
Well, she already went at it with Piper Paraboo or something
Piper
like that.
Paraboo,
Yeah. Is that her name?
People actually complained about that. Like it was too violent.
Get a fucking life.
No, I saw
the
in
same
chat
people will be
rooms.
complaining about our podcast that I swear too much.
I complain that you swear too much.
I don't give a fuck.
You know this guy? Oh yeah, you're right. All right. Anyway, so I'm up to date on Yellowstone, and I just finished 1883,
That's good,
which was fantastic.
right? Faith Hill and
Tim McGraw,
Tim McGraw.
Todd McGraw.
Tim McGraw's
Tim
awesome.
McGraw, he's great. So now I'm about to start 1923.
Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, and a couple other guys. What's up, Doug?
Hey, Doug, thanks for calling me all week.
What do you mean? He answered his flip flop.
It's
He wears flip flops. It's the middle of winter here in Cleveland.
January 10th, and he's wearing flip flops.
Doug's wearing flip flops. God bless you, Doug. I'm in. So what is it? 1923
So I'm
now.
about to start 1923.
Too many years. Like just call them Yellowstone early days.
Pretty cool because maybe they could go back to 1900, 1950 would be cool.
Yeah.
But switching gears, a series. It's wintertime and the food trucks aren't working, and we just got a little bit more time. It gets dark at 5 o'clock here in Cleveland.
It does.
It's getting dark later. Yeah.
It just got lighter right now.
Hey,
Thanks, Doug. Look at that.
is that better? Lighting now? So two shows I want to talk about, and then we'll talk about what you're watching. But I just finished a Netflix series called The Watcher. Remember we talked about that?
We saw it.
Did you like it?
I don't remember.
It's about a family that moves out of New York City and they buy a house in the suburbs, and
Yes.
everybody around them are watching the house. They get anonymous
Yes.
letters. It's very
I do remember.
suspenseful.
Yeah.
I did like it. When the ending happened, and I'll never give it away. The ending happened. My wife Leah and I were like, "Is it? That's the ending." But then, as you start thinking about the ending, everything starts making sense. Like even hours or days after you think about it, the ending is really cool.
You wake up, you're tapping Leah like,
This is what one of these things.
remember in
man.
episode 5 with the All right, what's the other one?
The other one is Reacher on
Jack Reacher on Prime.
Netflix. Is it Prime?
Wait,
One of the two.
Reacher is I don't know.
Okay,
Prime.
it's on Prime. Reacher is amazing, and it's one season. I liked it.
He's coming up for a second season, so he's in Titans that we watch on HBO Max, which is like it's a DC Comics thing.
Yeah.
But it's adult version, so they're dropping the Fs and the shits
Okay,
and
So the cool part about, well, not the cool part, but one of the things that about Reacher was my wife Leah. I mean, the guy is like in muscular and ripped, and every time he would take his shirt off, she'd be like, "Woo, woo!" And
probably
and
the same response I made whenever he smashed some dude's head in the wall. I was like,
I love when he gets violent.
yes.
All right, Merle, Jeremy Dyer, give us buzz in here. I want to talk to you.
Much better on the stream now. So I've been watching Ted Lasso and I binged it, and I thought it was great.
Okay,
It's-
it's a comedy, right?
It's a dramedy, I think.
Dramedy.
I didn't know what to expect. It's about an American college football coach and his sidekick coach get invited to go to England to teach a soccer team or a football team in the UK, and with them expected to be a total bust. Like it's a gag.
But he's good.
He's good, and he earns his way into the team and earns his respect. But just the guys and the whole dude. I'm not sure who I was telling. It might have been you today. Like I was watching, I'm like tearing up a little bit during an episode of a comedy show.
Better?
Right, baby.
Better?
I do like my romantic comedies.
Did you see how I switched the screen so we face each other now?
So if I look this way, am I
That's
looking at you
better.
now?
That's
All right.
way better. Way
There
better.
it is. We're all sporting our Tuff beanies, by the way.
Why did I get a pink one? It's very Bobby Doll.
You had your choice.
You're right. You had like the same one as you, so I did.
This one is a prototype. You can't get it. There's only one of them.
Okay. Well, I'll probably get it.
But if
We
you
have
want to
cool
get it,
companies.
you can get it at Metal Sludge.
Metalsludge.com.
Yeah. Or Tough CD, something like that. I'm sure Steve will chime in. But get your Tough beans.
Okay, here we go.
Try our first phone
We're
call.
gonna try our first caller here. I'm gonna let this guy in.
I see nothing. But maybe you're in control. I don't know.
Here we go.
Nope, that can't
No,
be
we
the
don't
right
want,
guy.
we don't want that guy.
There's no way.
He's
That
in
guy's-
though.
That guy's on our side.
Hey, on our hotline, our video hotline, our sports correspondent
Analyst.
and analyst.
Analyst?
He goes by Jeremy Live Wire Dyer. How you doing, Jeremy? Can I hear you?
Oh, I can hear you guys.
Left JD.
All right.
You're there.
Hello.
All right, Jeremy, what's on your mind sports-wise? You want to talk about the Browns, Fire and Joe Woods?
Well,
Well,
first of all,
off,
have you guys
I'll
seen,
be up
have you guys
watching
seen Tulsa King yet?
King's
I, did-
awesome.
I love
Sylvester
Tulsa.
Stallone.
That's a great show.
I was told it sucked. I was told it was awful.
Who told you that?
Me. Yeah, Chris Aiken.
What the fuck would you know?
What do you know?
All of a sudden we go blank and dead on the screen. Tulsa King, we love it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
He's a
Great.
gangster guy. You know, he's always, every in the scene, he's always touching his fucking shit. He's doing his gangster moves.
Right, right.
It's awesome.
Well, Jeremy, you texted me earlier saying that who's the front runner for the DC job for the Cleveland Browns?
Right
Todd
now, it's being
Bowles.
reported that Brian Flores is the front runner, which
Brian Flores.
Is
I
awesome.
would love to. You know
Love
what
that
I'd love to get him?
Where's he coming from?
He's currently like an assistant with the Steelers, right?
yeah, he's the linebackers coach and special assistants to the defense, or special assistant to the defense. So he kind of he coaches the linebackers, but he also gets his input into the defense every week.
Now, Jeremy,
Are you moving? Are you like in some sort of space
Yeah,
shuttle?
he's walking around.
I'm in my kitchen.
I'm going to talk now, Todd. So maybe you don't want to interrupt me while I'm talking. So there we go. So Jeremy, give us a little insight on what happened when he was the head coach for the Dolphins. And,
Well,
they fired him.
Yeah,
And it was
then-
controversial because they just hired somebody else without going through the Rooney Rule. So go ahead, enlighten us on that.
Yeah, so the Rooney Rule, obviously, they want minorities to be more involved in coaching. But with Flores, basically the beef with the owners is in 2019 they wanted him to tank and get the number one pick, and he said, "I'm not a loser. I'm not going to go out there and try to lose. I'm going to go out there and try to win." And by him doing it his way, he had back-to-back winning seasons in Miami. And then, there's just too much infighting. And because he was only 9-8, they canned him. But I would love to have him in here because he's a no bullshit kind of guy. He won't set a player out for just one play. They'll send their ass home and fine them and hit them in the pocketbook where it counts. And one thing that people have been talking about is if Stefanski starts off slow next year, Flores could slide right into the head coaching position, and I think that's why he's the front runner in Jimmy Haslam's book.
But will he agree to analytics?
I think he'll agree to anything as long as the money's right.
All right.
But we need
you want to talk about?
I'm not totally against analytics. I just think you need the right guy in there. And you can't have a guy like Paul DePodesta who's sitting in California 4 or 5 days a week analyzing talent behind a video screen, watching film. You got to have somebody more hands-on. Philadelphia does analytics, and they're doing great with it.
All right. Did you want to ask him a question, Todd? You're being quiet now.
I'm fine. Good.
All right.
Hey, Todd. I hope that your Cardinals, what are they going to do?
Part of the show, bro. Part of the show.
What's going to happen with the Cardinals? Will they give up a pick to get Sean Payton?
I don't know. Will they? That would have been a good question for Todd because he's a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, but I think the front runner for Sean Payton could be the Chicago Bears because they could give up their number 1 pick, get Sean Payton, get whatever else they're going to get out of it because they don't need a quarterback. They already have Justin Fields. So I think the Bears could be the front runner for that, for Sean Payton. But we'll see.
All right, man. Well, thanks for dialing in, Jeremy. We'll get you on next time we're on for our sports correspondent for the Smokin Talk and Roll show. And
Hey, I love this though. This is awesome. This is really cool. You guys are stepping it up week by week. I love it.
Good setup. All right, bro. We'll see you soon. Jeremy Dyer, Jeremy the Livewire Dyer for Smokin' Rockin' Sports. There you have it. So, how do you hang up on this? There it is. All right, we're back. All right, so, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. So, hey, I did that. I leaned into that and muted myself. So, hey, we're going to take a little bit of a break and go to one of our sponsors' commercials. We'll be back shortly. More on the Smokin Talk and Roll video podcast.
Budget Pet Care is the leading online supplier of pet healthcare products that provide branded healthcare products throughout the United States. They provide quality brand name pet supplies for flea and tick treatments, dewormers, nutritional supplements, eye, ear, and joint care treatments for all cats and dogs, including Frontline Plus, Advantage, K9 Advantix, Capstar, and more. Go to https://bit.ly/CMSPNBPC and use the promo code GREEN20 to save 20% on your next order. Shop Budget Pet Care today. Base Studios is your one-stop shop for all your
There's kittens and puppies.
And we're back. Smokin Talk and Roll.
Right. I think I have a camera here. I had to go to the bathroom.
Wait a minute. I'll turn you on.
Get refreshed.
There
we go.
There it is.
Camera's not on.
I really had to go pee, so excuse me.
Okay, so do I have to click on this, Chris?
He's gonna turn his camera back on.
Oh, turn your camera.
Do I do that over here
No,
on the system? I don't know how to do it. But in the meantime, Bill, engage our audience. Well, Tulsa King is terrible.
No, yeah,
There's
there you
one.
go.
got it?
I think so.
Unable to access his camera.
So I will, while they're talking, I'll go to chat. And
Sit here.
This one
so
here?
one person says Tulsa King is awesome as long as you don't look at his real life. Just look at it as a show. It's great. The next chat is Tulsa King's terrible.
This
The
one or this one?
whole, I don't know how to do anything gimmick because he was in jail as office for a second. He was in jail, but not isolated in Siberia. True.
It's not coming back.
Okay. You can always sit on Billy's lap.
Please, Todd, sit on my lap. It'll be part of the show. So, wow, it's tough to do this without interaction with Todd. But coming up in a little bit, we will have the shot caller with their shot of the week. And I can't wait. Are we good, Dana, with the shot of the week?
We might even have a microphone set up for you. Do we work that out or
I
no?
do. The microphone is ready to go. It's going to work. It's going to work this time, too.
But you'll be. I think you'll be over there by Chris if you want to do your count. If you want to introduce.
The mic's right here, so you could actually pull it over and do it from there.
Okay.
So we are here at the Audio Bay Recording Studio, and we are happy to be doing your weekly video podcast. It's going to be every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, and it'll be on Facebook. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be maybe we'll just restart the computer.
You have to probably reboot the whole computer. It's like turning your
Let me go tape illuminating, darling. Oh, that's what all my porn is.
Reboot.
Yeah, my porn is cityscapes of Australia porn. Keep going, Bill. Tell me, we're going to Australia. What are you going to do? Wherever stay, you're going to take us around town and show us what's up. If you got a football game in there, would not be.
Would it be football or would it be soccer?
Well, I think there's only football, which is soccer, but I don't think you call it soccer in
Football's
Australia.
football, soccer's soccer.
But not in Australia. If you
I
call
know.
soccer football, wait, if you call football soccer,
Football, so I get punched. I was told if I go into a bar and order a Foster's Lager and ask for some shrimp on the barbie.
oh, we're going that route. Okay, hard boot.
Hard boots. So thanks for dealing with us. You know, the emotions of a live show, technical difficulties, and just figuring out a new deal. That's what I didn't like about these hats. I put the hat on and folded it up and realized that I folded the logo off inside out. Yeah.
You curse show in doing
It's
so.
all me.
You're the one that started this.
It's all
trend.
me.
I like a long beanie though. You wouldn't know it, but if you go over here, oh look at that.
See, we can do the show together like
Yes, we can just like this.
do it live.
We're gonna do it live. So your choice is when you got a beanie, right? You can do that one where it's all floppy hatted. Am I reversing your camera?
No, you're right. See, I like to
right.
I like my hats.
You always want to be. You want to sit face to face, dude. And here we are.
Here we are.
All right. And you can hear me. So my mic is working, just not my camera. Yeah. So
You
Tulsa
guys
King.
wanted to look at each other.
You know, we're looking at each other. You know, I've seen so many, like one thing that I always think that a radio show or whatever you call this show
It's a podcast.
is kind of like, I like it the way it is, but it's kind of like Steel Panther. It's tongue in cheek. And I was at a Steel Panther show one time where they got in an argument and Russ, the guitar player, said, Michael Starr, he's like, I don't need you, bro. And Michael Starr was like, you want to do it without me? And he walked off the stage and he made him try to do it without him. And it wasn't quite good without Michael Starr. So I'm glad you're back. Just urinate before the show starts, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just had to go potty. Hand me that, my man. All right. Go potty, people. Sometimes grown men go
Potty.
yeah. I have too many friends with
Take a
kids
leak.
or puppies, either one.
Yeah.
Puppies or kittens or kids.
So
Everybody's gotta
another
go
thing,
potty.
let's go back to the food thing, Todd. So at my house, I do all the cooking, 100% of the cooking. My wife Leah does 100% of the laundry, and she does all the bookkeeping and paying the bills, and she cleans and does everything. But I am the kitchen man. All right. So because you and I are going down for a week to Australia, she won't be having her live-in maid, cooker, chef to cook for her. So I've been cooking meals, multiple meals every day. And we bought a vacuum sealer, and every vacuum seal. She will take the little pouch, boil the rice, dump it in a bowl, and she'll have a hot homemade meal.
She can boil water though. I'm confident she can do it.
Remains to be
She
seen.
can do peanut butter and jelly. She knows the proper ratios.
I will story. It's a funny story about boiling water. So, we've been together forever, and I said to her years ago, I said, and why don't you? All you got to do is get a pot, boil some water, throw some spaghetti in there, heat up some sauce in the microwave, and pour it on there, and bring me a bowl of spaghetti. She goes, okay. So she gets a pot of water, fills it up with water in the sink, puts it on the stove, turns the fire on. Her phone rings. Hello. Oh yeah. What's going on? Yeah, Liquid Lifestyles. Walks up the steps, never to be seen from again. That was the end of it.
How does the sauce smell?
It didn't even get to the noodles in the water. So,
Business, my man.
all right, now
Thank
I
you.
can fix that now.
Yeah, like where we're at right now. We're both in together.
I do.
At some point in about 20 days, you and me are going to be walking that boardwalk, looking for a food truck to see what kind of business they're throwing down in Australia from 6 to 8 wheels, however many wheels they got in the food trucks out there. 4.
You would trust food truck out?
Right, food truck anyway. anywhere. I mean, shit. Who was it? It was Chris that was telling us, like, they've got a lot of street vendors. I'll eat from a street vendor, no doubt. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get fish from a street vendor, but I mean, I will eat from a street vendor. Yeah. No doubt.
So, Chris, it's not letting me switch over. But you can produce, right? Can you from there?
I got to give him access to my computer. Maybe I don't have enough malware bytes updates.
Join the screen.
I got to hit join the screen on my side.
Join the stream.
Joining the stream. So I'm going to close out settings because I think they're doing. Enter studio. Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Cool.
But it is. I hear you.
I
Can do this.
I think I can do it right there. Boom. And I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back, baby. Yeah.
So that's what's going on in my house. I've been doing a lot of cooking, which I enjoy cooking. So I cook and I watch news videos on YouTube and I watch music on YouTube.
You're out of
nutrition.
camera. You're out of camera. Get over here. There you go.
And nutrition videos on YouTube, and that's been my life lately. I'm looking forward to going to Australia.
So when I'm gone, I'm not sure what Dan's going to do. It's going to be a lot of salads for her. I am not vacuum sealing a bunch of food. It will probably be salads and gourmet guy. She loves gourmet guy. Matt Barnes, our dude, our food truck buddy from Mana, has gourmet guy restaurant in Rocky River. She's lunch and dinner. Well, they close at 7. She'll have early dinners there. Close at 6. But then she'll meet me in LA, and we're going to,
like I said,
revisit all of our favorite restaurants in LA.
Dana, were you a fan of Pink's hot dogs?
No,
I'm not a hot dog person.
I'm in line for none of that shit.
They do it.
you do it. Yeah, I ain't waiting in line for a fucking hot dog.
I was by Janie Lee. He said, "You got to Pink's. You got to try this. This is great." But we're both Ohio guys, so we.
That's like saying In-N-Out Burger is the greatest hamburger you're ever going to eat.
Well, you got to try it, but it's far from the greatest hamburger.
It's nowhere near. Fat Burger is where it was at.
Fat Burger is way better. And there used to be a Fat Burger in Cleveland. Didn't last though.
We should start a new one because people don't know what's what. Well, now it's all about the smash burgers. Smash. Take your meat, smash all the juice out.
I've got a new idea.
Okay.
Put that on the flight.
No, bring it up right now.
I can't bring it to the smash.
Everybody signed it and watching this. Go ahead. What do you got?
No. It's a secret.
Smash tofu burgers.
No burgers. Burgers are too. They make a mess in the truck. I want something nice and clean. So Todd, tell me, are you ready to play? Are your fingers ready for this Tuff show?
They're not. I went to Guitar Center. Got all my supplies, all my picks, my batteries, my strings, and everything.
What were we talking about? Like, so Todd doesn't just play the bass; he attacks the bass. And I would have to say, to describe Todd's playing, the one word that describes Todd's bass playing is violence. So could you continue on being a violent bass player? What would that?
I only know one way to play. So, I mean, thank everybody. This probably helps. I'm sure somebody's texting us somewhere that
Todd, not loud.
be a good thing. I only know one way to play, and that's with everything I got to play, and that usually ends up with some blood, sweat, and tears on every level.
True. So are you going to just use one set of strings and hope that that one set of strings makes it for the
one set of strings will last me 4 shows at best.
And then you're carrying your bass and
My bass, a tuner, a strap, 2 cables. I don't.
Let's talk about that bass. How long have you had that bass?
This is the shit. I've had this bass for 30 years. It's the only bass I own. I own one bass.
Yeah, I know. No knobs.
No knobs.
One time?
Oh, it was a beautiful shine black.
Is it
gloss.
the bass you played in I Hate Kissing You by Video?
No, I got a couple different basses in that video, maybe at some point. But all those basses, everything got stolen in Memphis.
Now, everybody likes to hear history of bands and stuff. We have an interesting story about being endorsed by ESP and having how many ESP basses?
At the time of the theft, I probably had 10 in the truck.
You were carrying 10 basses on tour.
we were in the height of our, let's fucking do it. Things are happening, changing bases every songs. I had a roadie that I'd throw a bass to, he'd throw one back to me. It's kind of show. But I would always take one into the room with me every night in the event I wanted to write or work or whatever. And the one that I brought in from the night in Memphis, Tennessee, and again, I don't know the date of it. It's like 1991, I'm going to guess, ish. A rider truck got stolen. All my SVTs, all my guitars, everything I ever owned musically was stolen or burned, except for the one that I still play today.
And then
I have to super glue the nut into it every week. So
the
buttons are
story you
falling out.
told me is like, well, you're endorsed by ESP. Do you call ESP and get more bases? So you're like, hi, this is Todd Jason on from Tuff. My bases got stolen. I was hoping you could send me some bases. And what did they say?
Fuck off.
Yes, they did not.
They were like, were you insured? And we were like, no. What's that? What's insurance?
Click.
Yeah, click. And Ampeg said the same thing. Basically, everybody said the same thing, and rightfully so. I mean, they were giving me gear, and I didn't protect it, and it got fucked off.
I never got any free gear. When I was in Warrant, we had all Line 6 412 cabinets, which were kick-ass, but they weren't mine. They were given to the band Warrant, which, I was just a traveling partner. They were a traveling hired gun, so they kept all that stuff. But I always did carry my own Marshall amp. My trusty Marshall Artist, which I still play to this day, to me is the best amp. But I never got, I got free guitars from John Hill. I had some really good Hill guitars back in the day.
One from John Hill is worth everything I ever owned, probably.
But unfortunately, I had to sell those guitars when I was in a little financial trouble with the Foundry and Hi-Fi nightclub. But that was okay because I got to keep the Foundry nightclub, and I sold the Foundry nightclub to help put together the Smokin Rock and Roll food truck empire.
And we have created,
Which I will go publicly and say that when I owned the bar, I got robbed from every angle. Every angle that you could talk about owning a bar, I got robbed. So I sold that bar and met Todd, and we built the Smokin Rock and Roll food truck. I always tell everybody that Todd is the most trustworthy guy. So if he writes me in writing paychecks, I would get a paycheck written to Todd. It would be like, for instance, $732.46. I'm like, Todd, I don't need the 46 cents. As a matter of fact, I didn't need the $2 and the 32. $7.30 would be fine. No, you got to be right to the penny. Which is a breath of fresh air.
I agree, brother. Always happy. It comes with a little bit of salt and pepper and piss and vinegar, but it's going to get your 32 cents.
I know.
Worth of business.
So just to let everybody know, before the shot collar comes out, Todd and I have some big plans for Smokin Rock and Roll Truck season 2023, season 9, whatever, how many years.
You hear what these big plans are?
Well, I'm just letting everybody know on food in the internet land, interweb, about the Smokin Rock and Roll food trucks. We're going to have over 50 hours of flight time together in the next couple of weeks, flying everywhere. And we are going to lay out the new season and
Menu items,
some new menu items,
new strategies.
New strategies.
A lot of giving back to our service members, the boys in blue.
We're going to start another season of feeding police, fire, first responders. We've done recently some really good things with the eye.
We have.
And forward to the summertime. It's pretty cool for us because it's wintertime here, and we're going to be able to leave the wintertime of Ohio and go to Australia, which is their summertime. And when we fly into Australia, is it Sydney, Brisbane?
We land in Brisbane,
Yeah.
go to Adelaide, go to Melbourne, and in Sydney, which are the climate is really different. If you haven't
in all the days.
yeah, I mean not dramatic. I mean like 10 or so degrees.
So
Thanks, man.
and then we'll come back and we'll be like a few weeks away from March. So we are going to turn the microphone over to our shot caller.
Dana Marie at your leisure.
And she is going to describe our weekly shot that she designed So, hey, you're live on the mic. What do we got here?
Well, you're going to the Southern Hemisphere, so what time of year is it where you're going?
Summertime.
That's right. I wanted to do a summertime inspired shot for you guys tonight. This is Belvedere vodka. I pureed some watermelon today with lime juice and mint. And then you have a little watermelon garnish. This is called Aussie Osborne.
Hey, the Todd and Tuff taking me to Australia.
She never fails to deliver.
Aussie Osborne. Here we go.
Got a little crunch to it.
Oh, I dusted the watermelon with sugar and a hint of chili lime salt.
There's gonna be like some
Delicious.
cayenne or chili in there.
Delicious.
Good, right?
The Aussie Osborne was amazing. Keep your eye open. The Smokin Talk, Smokin Rock and Roll, the financing, the shot collar, coffee table shot book,
It's just called the shot collar.
the
That's-
shot collar.
It would be a great coffee book. If
Yeah.
we should like photo documenting everyone. We might be able to lift from our previous shows. Are we going to be back next week before we leave?
All right, so when do we leave?
I leave on Thursday.
All right, what is
I don't
today?
know if you're. I don't even know if you have
Hold
a
on a
flight yet.
second. Today's the 10th. If we do a show next Tuesday, which we could, it's my birthday.
Really?
January 17th.
Doing a show on your birthday?
Well,
There's
maybe
no
you
way
could do a show with
I ain't doing a show without you, pal.
All right.
So this will be
this is a good time.
first and last show of the year. But we'll be back after Australia and Los Angeles and all that, helping to like what we're doing with food trucks, and we're special guests, I hope.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of special guests. Like you said today, we just go through our Rolodex of numbers in our phones, and we know some pretty.
We have a laundry list of.
I'm gonna go down my phone and find the first header. Okay.
Call him and see if he
I'm not
jumps
gonna
on.
call him.
Call it.
Just okay. So.
See, he doesn't. have
No,
the
I didn't.
sack
I
to
didn't.
call him.
I'm gonna call.
Be like, dude, you're on the air right now.
I can't
How
call
much do you
David
love
Lee
him?
Roth right now. I don't have David Roth.
I could call Eddie Van Halen, but nobody would answer.
Listen, Billy has no plan.
Keep talking. Randy Earhart. Oh, this is sad. The first heavy hitter I come up is Finelli. Rest in peace, Frankie Finelli. I'll get another big one.
How many heavy hitters? My heavy hitters are you, bro. I call you and then you the guys you know. Right?
Of Audio Technica. It's not the real Jeff Beck. It's my friend Jeff Beck.
Jeff.
Ed Beeler.
Dear Lord. All right.
You know what? I do have a heavy hitter right off the bat in the B's. Because I don't know about every first name. Bernie Kosar. That's right. I got Bernie.
Let's call
Kosar's
Bernie and see if he wants to place another
no
bet.
way I'm bothering
See if he wants to
Bernie.
place a bet on the Cleveland Browns in week 19. Probably not.
You know what? It was BS. It was a promotional thing. It wasn't even his money. And
That
the money
guy's
was
been
going
hit
to
in the head
charity.
so many times. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He didn't really know he didn't need to know what he's doing. It was a promotion thing.
He wasn't going to take the 19 grand, whatever the bet.
He would have won. It would have went to
Probably-
charity.
Probably would have been some
They're
good
saying
change,
that
too.
he may have had inside information to help the team or help the Browns. Who knows?
The Browns?
I don't know.
Was he fucking Pittsburgh Steelers sidelines listening to whatever their head coach's name is?
But I will do a toast to
Tomlin.
Bernie Kosar, my favorite Browns quarterback of all time.
And I think he got shafted. Bernie.
I'll only drink half of that. It's a Bernie.
We can't let it go waste, right?
Who's your favorite quarterback of all time?
Of all time. Of all time.
We'll toast him.
Well, you won't like it. Just at a glance, because growing up in Arizona, I didn't have football. Arizona didn't
They
have the
moved.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
So I grew up liking teams because of the colors or the mascots.
Well,
So,
that's how my son Tanner is. He's a Arizona
so
Cardinals.
there would be a Terry Shaw might be up there. Was it Dave Plunkett? That
Jim
was
Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett from the New England
Raiders.
New England Patriots back in the day. It's just, and I don't know why. had no affiliation to any of the teams because Arizona didn't have a team. I'm just a kid, like, you know, you get the little plastic football helmets and you're smashing them around.
To Jim Plunkett. Because I won't toast a Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, he's a dope now.
I like him though, but not as opposed to a Steeler.
All right, guys.
That being said, now that I've had two of them in me, I will go on public record to challenge Brett Michael to a Cleveland-Pittsburgh grudge flag football game. Because Brett's a Steelers fan and I'm a Browns fan. So you heard it here first.
You guys can go at it.
You're going to be in my team?
I'm going to sell hamburgers and hot dogs.
Let's go, Brett.
All right, well, you're going to have happy birthday in advance, brother. What are you going to be, like 32? 37. Still got the grip of a young lady. And getting it done.
We're going to be done.
We'll come back. The show will probably be back in about a month.
Well, we're going to go check Australia daily.
There will be some stuff that you'll see on all of our Facebook pages that if you're following me and Billy or Smokin Rock and Roll, we tag all of those things. So you're going to see hopefully some cool stuff from abroad and Hollywood and whatever. A shot of the Rainbow Pizza.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll do a food review at the Rainbow.
And food reviews all over Australia, bro.
We're going to do food reviews. So follow, we'll do the Smokin Rock and Roll food truck page on Facebook. And we'll share it on our personal pages and hope for the best and wish us luck. And we're going to miss everybody, but we're looking forward to down to Australia, down under. Is that what they call it?
I don't know. I don't want to. I mean, I'm
I
sure
don't
they
want to
call
piss
it.
them off in advance, right?
I'm walking in there on eggshells and
I
tippy
will
toes.
tell you this. I promise the world, if we get down there, I'm going to buy Todd a Vegemite sandwich.
What the fuck is that?
It's some sort of vegetable ground up and into a mush.
It's like a minced vegetable sandwich.
Something like that, I think.
Like-
What is it, Doug? What's veg?
It's some like vegetable thing that they use it instead of peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
So it's like a peanut butter consistency. So it's
Yeah.
like Vegemite would be like peanut butter and jelly for them.
No, I don't think it's good though.
But instead of jelly,
It
they
doesn't
use
taste
bone
good.
marrow.
it's not that good.
It doesn't good.
It's made out of yeast extract from beer brewing.
Oh, you're gonna
I'm
love it.
already a big fan. You had me at beer.
See, you say that now, but it doesn't taste good.
But I'm an adventurous eater, so I don't mind diving into whatever, you know.
We do a lot of videos. One of the videos, convenience store, buy a loaf of bread and a jar of Vegemite, and we're gonna eat it.
I was hoping we go to like the fine dining tweet.
Yeah.
And they would be like, we have the Vegemite fine dining example of what we do with like
No, we need to go get
the traditional white bread.
the jar of Vegemite.
Oh, we're probably gonna have a handler while we're there, like some sort of Australian guide. You know, the bands.
Wait a
usually
minute. You know what? Wait, we're going on a tour, right?
We are going.
Were we even consulted on a rider?
You were not consulted on the rider.
Is there a rider?
There is always a rider.
And I wasn't consulted.
No, you were not.
As usual. Never got consulted. Never.
But I know what you like, so we see each other every day, so I already know what you want.
Did you put Vegemite on there?
Total Vegemite.
All right, good.
Vegemite, carrots, celery, and some sort of spanga spin CD or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a yoga mat.
Oh. Well, all right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching the restream, thanks for watching the restream. It'll be up on everything. And for Billy Morris and Todd Chason, producer Chris Aiken,
Thank you, Chris.
engineers
My man.
Doug and Sean,
Thank you,
our
Doug.
audio-based
everybody.
studios. We also want to shout
The
out
shot
to
collar.
the shot collar for another amazing shot, and also to Henry, who had knee surgery, who isn't here this week.
I hope you're feeling better, brother.
Yep. We'll see you soon. Billy Morris, Todd Chason, Smokin Talk and Roll. Here we come, Australia. Yeah, baby.
I might do a red, white, mohawk. I think those are colors. I think they're colors. Same.